Call this governing board meeting
Hi, Barb.
on Tuesday, August 13th, 2024 at 5 PM in the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District 35 Governing Boardroom, District Office 570, Camino Vito Galindo, Rio Rico, Arizona. And everyone please stand for the pledge. Norris.
Absolutely, with honors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call board members, Ms. Lourdes Vasquez.
Present.
Susan Fobian,
Present.
Joel Kramer. Here. Mr. Rene Ramirez.
Here.
Mr. Brad Beach is here. We do have a quorum, I should say. Adoption of agenda.
No recommended changes, thank you.
Motion to approve agenda as presented.
Moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Subject C, call to the public.
No.
All right, number 2, presentation is a superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Beach. I just want to inform the board, we have now our first 10 days of school. We'll be updating the board with our enrollment. But currently, as of the last week, we have a slight increase, so which is good news. So our enrollment is up. But again, we will be sharing that report with the board that we normally do that has each school site. So we'll be sharing that in the next week or so. But I just wanted to give you an update with that. First few weeks of school have been positive, despite some of the rain and other things, been very positive. Students visited a lot of campuses, was on Guatemala's campus today. Great to see all the students and students being very positive and seem to be engaged in the classrooms that I was in. So it was very positive. Wanted to congratulate Mountain View and Mr. Chris Regala, who were County Teacher of the Year. He was our District Teacher of the Year, and was also recognized as the County Teacher of the Year. So it is back-to-back years that we've had the County Teacher of the Year. So I want to congratulate Mr. Regala for that. So it's a great honor. And then just wanted to address something that happened at the Board of Supervisors meeting. There was a person that is running for office that had some negative comments about schools and special elections and things like that. And normally I wouldn't address that, but some of the comments were very disparaging to our teachers. And our teachers work way too hard to be disparaged by anybody. And his comments were that by his estimation, schools are failing in our area. And that it's up not because of our students, but it's because of our poor teachers. And so that kind of comment really I take personally because we know that's not the case. Our teachers work extremely hard. And I think he was really making these comments to say that override and things, his word for special elections were not necessary. Why are we spending more money on poor teachers? And so I really just wanted to address that and let the community know that that's not true. I mean, our letter grades have not come out for this year, but if the cut scores stay the same, we'll have some of our schools move up to A's, and most of our schools will increase their letter grades. We have, and one of his other comments was that we have 50% dropout rate for Hispanic students by the time they finish high school, which is absolutely incorrect. We have a 94% graduation rate, one of the highest in the state and the nation for our population. So again, it was just very discouraging to hear somebody that's running for office say those type of inaccurate, uneducated things about our district. So part of my job is to make sure that the correct information gets out about our district. And so that's why I just wanted to address that this evening because, and again, it's not to propose any other candidate or anything like that, just to address those comments made in a public forum, because I think that is just inappropriate. And if that person would like to come and visit the school district, you're more than welcome to come and visit. And I would love to have that conversation and educate you on how good our district really is. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Verdugo. All right, governing board member report. Ms. Fogan?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm thrilled that we again got Teacher of the Year.
Mhm.
I said, it sounds like he truly is a great teacher, and it's so nice that he got recognized. And it sounds like everything is off to a very good start in the district. Kids are actually comfortable being back into what they knew before. There was that little adjustment period, but that's about all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vasquez.
Same thing, piggyback on that, we had, I was able to go to the ceremony on Friday, and it was a really good turnout. It was, you know, everybody that was dressed up, they looked really good because they were like the roaring 20s or whatever. It was really cool, okay? And you know, congratulations to our teacher that, also Mountain View, because I think that's the school that he's at, right? You know, congratulations, you know, and we've got the county and the district Teacher of the Year again, and that's really good. It really bothers me, Mr. Rodrigo, about that person, you know, that said something, because he's talking without even knowing, you know, our district, you know, and that bothers me a lot, okay? Because as a former teacher, you know, I mean, we do so much for our students, and we have fantastic teachers, okay? And we have fantastic students, and we have a really great community here. You know, yes, you know, we have our little problems here and there, whatever, but it's nothing compared to other places if you really listen to the news and if you really look at what's going on. So yes, invite that person to come over and really come and take a look at us, come and take a look at our students, take a look at our schools, take a look at our data and everything, so that you can see that we are making a difference. We are the best school in Arizona. So that's all I have to say for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris. Mr. Kramer?
It starts with the D word, as district,
District,
the best D word, anyway.
district.
No, I'm saying with the D.
Huh? The best way? Yes, there you go. Well, I was gonna use another word, but I
It's all
thought.
right, it's all right.
Yeah.
But yes, I had, well, I got other things, but I wrote 4 words. And the first one I wrote was misinformed.
Misinformed.
I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying, these are my notes before what I was gonna say was, thank you for bringing that up, certainly breaching that. And you're not, Mr. Verdugo, you're not shy about attacking when need to, and certainly going after when people are misinformed at times. Much like the times we've had in the paper of things, or just gossip, rumors, all that, and it certainly, you know, it goes back to even the days of, like you said, when we were teachers, when I was a teacher, all the misinformation from either district. You know, and so obviously social media probably doesn't help, but yeah, I mean, people don't understand this Southern Arizona, and when I say that, I truly meant it in that. But not just us, and I'll give kudos to our neighbors to the south. I mean, we've got teachers that travel from Tucson to work down here because of our kids, because of our families, because of the atmosphere, because of what we still hold values of education true. And to cast negative light, it's just like, really? You know, you gotta be in the trenches, you gotta talk to the principals, everyone that's in staff, and really know what's going on. But just to throw that out there, that really bothered me. I mean, there were times of people back in my former district, they even worked at times, and they were throwing out negative lights, and you said, wait a minute, that's not true at all. And thank you for bringing that up, because again, we do very well. If they only stepped into the the areas of Pinal or Maricopa or Pima County, they would see differences. And they would say, then, maybe, but still. And in this day and age, teachers are working their tails off. Principals are working their tails off. They have a lot more to overcome. And I think we're doing a fantastic job down here. So that's my extent to that. And that kind of piggybacks what my other 3 words were. Was I'm hearing positives, because I haven't heard anything negative regarding our cell phone policy. I think as board members, we would have already heard we would have heard the negative. And when you don't hear anything, no news is good news. So that means it is working. And I think we spent a lot of time on that, certainly. But just not on our cell phones, but our discipline and everything that we as a board, we did spend a lot of time on that, which is obviously, we're seeing it. And I'm hearing that they're not getting pushback from even the students. So maybe it will hold true. Maybe we'll get the kids to start conversing with each other and getting to know each other, what studies show. So I think that is fantastic. And I think that we obviously administration listened to what we were trying to hopefully implement, so it'll make us even a better district than what was said. And finally, I know that the state, I was just reading in the Republic that they're hopeful they can recoup some of that money, the money that was lost, that both administrations, of course, everybody points fingers. Politicians love to point fingers, because that's what they do. But hopefully we get that money back, because I don't know how much we may have been impacted, but certainly if the state can get that money back from the feds, I think it was 28 million total, but hopefully that we can get that. I don't know if we got anything, but at least the state and other districts would get that, so. I don't know if we got impacted or not, but certainly it would be, it's a good thing. With that said, like I said, no news is good news, so obviously everything's going well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kramer. Mr. Ramirez?
Yeah, I learned from Nando Villascusa that his daughter came out in a commercial for the Olympics.
Yep. Sure.
So I thought, wow, coming from little Rio Rico, that's really something else. I think that's really admirable. It's something that we should point out tonight. Good for her and keep going.
Ariana?
Done really good things with her life. Like a lot of our kids from this community. Thank you.
Yeah, County Teacher of the Year, Lisette Ocampo from Challenger was runner-up, so I'll give her a shout out from our district to the south, but there's only one star polisher. There's only one out of several hundred teachers, and that was Chris Regala from Mountain View Elementary under the guidance of Dominique. So congratulations, Mr. Amico. You have an outstanding teacher at your site, you know, way to bring home the trophy. Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District, number 35, yeah. After the event, I was in a conference room, doing some networking. And, lo and behold, I hear a little commotion behind me and our principals were there going over school plans and strategic, planning on how to ensure academic excellence here in Santa Cruz County. So they're constantly working. I was glad to see that also. Yes, and, who else? Let's see. I was watching the Olympics. I did see the commercial, and it's about a 30-second commercial, which is a lot of money, I guess. And it was just Ariana and her little journey through the World Class Athlete Program. So kudos to our little Rio Rico High School female wrestler. And also Audra Billo, welcome aboard. I know you've been here about 3 or 4 weeks, but she's our new communication specialist. Took over for Shannon, so welcome aboard. That's all I got. All right, executive session, legal advice for Aquatic Center. Pursuant to ARS 38-431.03 3 and 4, notice is hereby given to the general public that the governing board of Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 may vote to hold an executive session for discussion or consultation for legal advice with the attorneys and or for discussion or consultation with its attorneys to consider its position and instruct its attorneys regarding the Rio Rico High School Aquatic Center. Let's see. Motion to convene to executive session in conference room 125.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries.
I think when he, running like a little pump.
Little box, like.
Motion to reconvene into regular session.
I moved.
Second.
Then a motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Carries. Subject, 4, Aquatic Center. The governing board received a request from Mills Design Group to extend substantial completion date from 4/5/24 to 7/31/24. The district administration investigated the delay claims and have presented that info to the governing board. Is there any discussion, Ms. Vogel?
It's just all regrettable.
Ms. Vasquez?
Same thing, no, no.
Okay, Mr. Kramer?
No, I'm glad that the district stayed on top of this. The administration should be commended. Thank you.
Mr. Ramirez?
I'm good, thank you.
I have nothing. Motion to deny the request from Mills Design Group, MDG, to extend the substantial completion date to July 31st, 2024, 117 days. The governing board will impose liquidated damage in the amount of 85 days. In addition, the district legal counsel shall notify the party of the board's decision.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Yes, I think instead of saying the party, we should specifically say the group. We should specifically
Mills
say,
Design
no,
Group?
design group.
Okay, where's on the motion or?
On the motion.
I did say motion to deny the request from Mills Design Group.
I think you said the party.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear about it.
Well, I think you're referring to, once you've said it, you're already referring to.
To that.
You initially said Mills Design Group,
Right.
right? So you're just using that in place
As
of,
long as we're clear about that.
but I think you specified it. Correct? I mean, it'd be like using a pronoun when you already said David Verdugo, he is doing this.
As long as the party refers to them, I'm good with it.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Certainly, but I think that we covered it by initially saying.
Well, for legal purposes, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other further discussion? Okay, there's a motion and there was a second, correct? Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Moving on. Subject C, Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District policies.
Selection.
Election of district delegate.
Where are we at? Yeah.
District delegate.
Okay, selection of district.
Yeah, so this is our, again, our time to, have the board, decide for the ASBA Law Conference, which we do have the, delegate convention that Saturday. To determine who they would like to represent, and we would have the, delegate as well as the alternate. So,
I nominate Lourdes Vasquez. I think she'll do a good job representing us.
Second.
Thank you.
Is this a motion?
Yes.
It is, okay. So, possible action, let's see. Motion to appoint Lourdes Vasquez as a representative for Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 as a district delegate to the Arizona School Board Association's Delegate Assembly on September 7th, 2024.
So moved.
There's already a motion and a second.
Oh, wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries.
and then there was an alternate in case Ms. Vasquez somehow couldn't.
Okay. Another motion on that too?
Yes. we would.
Okay. An alternate, any requests? I'm gonna take my name out of the hat, so it's up to you three.
Mr. Kramer, I nominate Mr. Kramer.
But he's not going. Is he? Oh, yeah, you are.
Yes,
You are all going, huh?
I nominate Mr. Kramer to be the alternate.
A second.
Okay, motion to appoint Mr. Kramer as an alternate delegate to the Arizona School Board Association Delegate Assembly on September 7th. Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Subject C, Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District policies.
I'm gonna say, can you go back to that a bit?
Sure.
I know it's not on the agenda, but there was an agenda. Did we have to approve that, what they said, or is that just, we've already done that?
We had already done that previously.
Okay.
We, if you remember,
I may have been absent that meeting.
we did all of the, points, recommended policy for them
Oh,
to.
no, I was there, because I just said, what's the percentage
Yes.
of passing?
Yes. Yeah, so we had done that already.
All right. I guess it's kind of sort of on this. Think, I don't know if I heard you say it, so I'm gonna steal your thunder, because you said this before. And I heard you saying something about this, especially from when April came about and everything else. And when we were talking that night about getting your foot in the door and stuff. But I think maybe as a district, we can draft something to Mr. Robert Rojas, who is our Santa Cruz County representative, and get something maybe from both of our school districts to take as a, because I know they meet as a committee, right?
Patagonia too.
I know they meet up there at the one time, so if he can deliver a message about what we were talking about saying, hey, maybe you wanna give us some support of what transpired. Right, I think, yeah, and then you brought that up last time,
We could definitely do that.
certainly get something so we can get that approved by our next board meeting. I know that should be up there, but it's kind of piggybacking into what we're talking about. Maybe they'll get something passed for once. I mean, I know we vote, but still, you know, I think maybe that would be, I mean, I'm just saying that right now, so we can, I probably should have went for topics,
Yeah, we can,
but
yeah,
still,
we can talk about it again in the future topics as well.
thank you.
Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District policies, Mr. Verdugo.
No, policy update this time. We do have a basically. The legislative changes and things that we need to update. We'll be bringing that for review with the board, but we've had our team under each of their content areas reviewing.
Okay. Well, do you have any policies?
Absolutely not. Thank you.
Yes, I think I'd asked for it in the policies, and I know we were gonna get back to it. It was under the staff behavior, we talked about it in the spring. Remember that, Mr. Verdugo, about what we were gonna put in there and reword it on conduct and everything to that effect,
Technology.
especially technology?
Yeah, I believe we've updated that. Yeah, I think we updated that already.
I'll look at it.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
look at it.
again. Yeah, 'cause
I just I didn't know if we did or not.
Yeah, I think we did approve that already, but we can review it again.
If it's okay, I also have a meeting scheduled with the trust on Friday to make sure that all of the revisions that have been made thus far are updated, because there was a little bit of confusion with who to send that to, and I know we shouldn't have extensive discussion, but just so the board's aware,
It's some policies.
I will send Mr. Verdugo an email once that's complete, so I can confirm that there aren't any missing updates.
Yeah, we've, in the past, you know, we did the updates and then we would send them and they had so new system, so we're now updating that. So, but Angie's been keeping track of that.
Stealing a phrase from our attorney is, we wanna close that barn door. Thank you.
No, I have none, thank you.
Dave, did you say we didn't need any updates?
As far as the policies, no.
We don't need a motion. No. Okay. Subject D, propose and prioritize topics and possible dates and times for future board meetings, Mr. Verdugo.
So the next governing board meeting will be the 27th, the trust summit. I know we have some members attending that. We do have team members leadership team that will be attending on August 29th. And then just a reminder of the ASBA Law Conference on September 4th. So any other topics, we do have some future topics down below. And so if there's any additional things, please let me know.
Okay. Ms. Hogan, do you have any?
I don't, but I'll be interested in seeing what the one Mr. Kramer has.
Okay. Ms. Vasquez?
Same.
Mr. Kramer?
Well, just exactly what I've just said, but probably like I said, I should have, but kind of, there was a nexus there. So certainly I think we definitely want to push forward with that. Make this draw more attention to our plights down here and see what Robert can ever bring up to the ASBA Law Conference.
and have, them provide support for issues with the county treasurer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ramirez?
Well, yeah, I was going to mention that. I was gonna say that we should try to make some kind of proposal. Maybe they could put something on the floor so that we could get some help from the state legislature. That's what he was alluding to.
Yeah, and I'll put that on there as well for us to discuss, add it as an agenda item, for our next meeting, as far as asking for, the possibility of, state legislative support.
Ramirez?
Yeah, could you give us an update on that, Mr. Verdugo, when you get a chance, FYI? As to what your team has done to try to find what we could do, because I had requested that at the state and federal level. Because this can't be the first time that this kind of thing ever happened. So there's gotta be some kind of provision so that either the federal government or the state can help us out. But I had one more too. I happened to go down by the pool and I noticed that there's not enough shade down there, shade structures for the kids. We have one that's out to the left by the splash pad, I think. And we need more shade over there, for sure. Well, it's absurd because we have this artificial grass there and then it's just completely exposed. Like there needs to be a lot more shade around that pool. And I was wondering whether we could do it, you know, through custodians who maybe know how to do that kind of work. And if not, and we're gonna do it professionally, then I would strongly recommend that we do it locally because our unemployment rate is still very high in Santa Cruz County. So I'd appreciate if we would do it locally and help our own people here.
We can add that for discussion topic, but and not go into it too much, but we can add it to the topic.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I thought maybe it was something that you guys could take care of and just give us a FYI.
I could, but I'd rather have a discussion because we can't discuss it right now.
Okay, all right, I got you. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Ramirez.
Mr. Deep, I'll just have one other thing.
You got the floor, Mr. Kramer?
And just, going on to piggyback what he was saying, certainly we were talking about adding more solar to Rio Rico High School. So, hint, solar,
Add that to future.
canopies,
future topic?
canopies, shade,
Okay.
stuff.
Got you. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Number 5, consent agenda. Any matter on the consent agenda will be removed from the consent agenda and discussed as regular agenda items upon the request of any board member. Any board member want to remove an item? Ms. Fobian?
No, thank you.
Ms. Vasquez?
No.
Mr. Kramer?
Number 5, please.
Number 5. Ramirez?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented with the removal of number 5.
So moved.
Second.
And a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries, and we are number 5, Mr. Kramer.
Yes, I can't let this go and anytime we do it when we got family and friends and everything else, and if Mr. Verdugo would take off his school superintendent hat and put on his father hat, we'd certainly like to hear more of this.
So, my son who was actually in the Philippines playing basketball and I decided not to accept one of the contracts there in the Philippines and is coming back. And, part of it is because he loves our community, but he's also, gonna be playing basketball here, still continuing, but also teaching for us. Really loves our community and wants to bring that to our community, so.
Science?
He's gonna be strength and conditioning, so he'll be teaching PE. So which he loves and so.
You kept it very good. You should have bragged more, man. Anyway. I wanted to put you on the spot because I think anytime we have family coming in and we always support family and we've always done that. And I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I kind of want to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Because it is nice to have family working for us, you know, and a lot of good things have been said about him for over the years, and certainly not by you, certainly by your family, but other people in this, certainly in Salonita. So, sorry, didn't want to put you too much on the spot, but I just want, I think it's deserved.
Thank you.
Of course you can.
Okay, I just wanted to piggyback on what they were saying, okay? I think that Connor, Ms. Verdugo will be a huge asset to our students, because I think he has a lot to offer our students when it comes to, his basketball skills and then his, the training and everything that he's done. I mean, I think that our kids, and I know that he wants to, create like teams here for, like, not like during school, but after school and compete and all that stuff. And I think that's fantastic. I mean, as a parent of us, of kids, that, played basketball or that played any sport, okay? To have somebody like him in our district, I think it's beyond fantastic. So,
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
All right. Motion to approve the following staff member for issuance of an emergency teaching contract, Mr. Connor Verdugo.
So moved.
And a motion in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. This meeting now is adjourned. 5:02 PM.